Hi, YouTube. I've kind of got something that no one's really asked me to do, but this is for a friend of mine. You know when you feel sad for no reason, like everything's just got on top of you, and you feel horrible, and like you don't want to be here anymore. Not even in the country, in the universe, in the same room with yourself. Like you kind of hate yourself. I've been through that way too much. I've been through that this week at least once. But some people don't necessarily know how to deal with it. And the way I've kind of found the root cause of it is when you're having a week and it's not your week or it's not your month or your year or even your decade. And it's just really bad, but you get through it because you're busy. You've got work, or you've got school, or you've got homework, or you've got something that you have to do that occupies your mind. And you get to the weekend and you actually have time to yourself, and you sit and you think, and all of the things that have been eating away you all week that you've been pushing behind in your head that you haven't been thinking about just creep up on you. And they fester and it starts to eat away at you, and you feel horrible about yourself because you've just let all this stuff build up, and it makes you feel worthless, really. And I know I've felt like that. I know you guys that are watching this has probably felt like that, and it's not a good feeling, and it drives people to do things that are bad, or not necessarily bad, but they harm them. They harm them either physically or mentally, or they harm the people around them. And it can get to a stage where you take a permanent action to a short-term problem, and that isn't always the best road to take. And I'm going to admit something now, that I have never been the best at coping in situations. I was brought up with a lot of arguing. I'm not going to lie, I was around a lot of arguing when I grew up, and I never quite dealt with that in the best way possible. And it's a horrible thing to have to be around or to deal with when you're quite young. But I've gotten to a stage where I can deal with it myself now. If I start to feel like this, I tend to talk it out with people. I have so many friends that are there and willing to listen, and I trust. Well, not a lot, but I can count them on my hand, the amount of people that I trust. But I know I could go to them with anything and they would be completely okay with it because they know me and they're not going to judge me for it. But sometimes you need to just talk it out. And I know some people aren't the best with talking about their feelings. I'm one of them. Like this channel, some of the things I'm going to talk about are going to be really difficult for me to talk about myself, because I've never really publicly went out there and told people these things. But I'm willing to do that if you guys are willing to listen. And I know that sometimes you can't trust people, or people have trust issues, but there is always going to be at least one person. It might be the most unlikely person ever, but they will listen. And I know I'm putting a lot of stock and faith in humanity here, but there is always going to be one person that will listen. But I would listen. Even if I don't know you, I will listen to your problems and I will try to help. That's what this channel is about. If you feel that isn't the best course of action for you, then occupy your brain. I don't know. If I don't want to talk to people, I read a book, I draw, I watch TV, I watch a film that makes me feel happy, I listen to music and sing my heart out, even though I'm very, very bad. I'll go for a walk. Sometimes if it's really bad, I will sometimes if it's really bad, I will go to the park and I will sit on a swing, and I will go on my own and I'll sit on a swing and I will swing until I feel better, because that is something that I know will make me feel better. So even if it seems bad now, or you don't know why you're feeling bad, or you're letting it fester, don't, because it's not good for you. And in the long run, you might hurt yourself or the people around you more than you think. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. I love you guys. See you later.